Hello, everyone. It's great to see you here for today's Read Aloud. Today, we will be reading the story Together Again. And this story, let's just go ahead and take a look through the pages here real quick. And let's see what you think this story might be about. What are some things you notice on these pages as I flip through the book? What are some things you see? What might be happening? Go ahead. Share with me what you think this book might be about. Interesting thought. Are you using the pictures to come up with those predictions? Well, let's see if you're right. So remember, the title of this book is Together Again. And this book was actually written by someone from Ames. The author of this book is Jane Hansen. And Jane Hansen is a retired nurse from Mary Greeley Hospital here in Ames, Iowa. So she wrote this book and she also gave this book to our school. So we're going to read it with you today. The title of this book, remember again, is Together Again. Let's go ahead and get started. My name is COVID-19. It's a very unfortunate name. You see, I'm causing trouble for a lot of people. Everyone in the world, really. Now, you might have heard the word COVID-19. Now, COVID-19 is a virus that causes people to get sick. Maybe you know someone that's had COVID-19. Maybe you've heard people talk about COVID-19 on the news. Maybe your family's talked about it or you've heard schools talk about it. Today, this book is about COVID-19 and what's going on in our lives because of it. Ooh, you know what I forgot though? When we talk about COVID-19 and that new word, we can pretend to make a COVID cell. So if you put your hand in a fist like this and take your other hand and put it on top, and you can make the other fingers like spikes. You see how it looks kind of like the picture over there. Over there. There it is. People also call me a germ. Germs can sometimes make people sick. Now, germs can look many different ways, but germs are super tiny. They are super tiny organisms, so they're actual living things. And these can make people sick, and it's what causes diseases, and it's spread from person to person or animal to animal. Actually, diseases can be spread on lots of different things, even like trees. And now for germ, we can go like this, make it tiny, because germs are tiny little organisms. We can't even see them. We have to look in like a really powerful microscope to be able to see germs. You can't go to the playground and swing and climb and jump right now. I'm such a tiny germ you can't see. Oh, do you see the germ back there? Do you see it hiding behind the tree? You can't go see Grandma and Grandpa up close and give them a big hug right now. I can jump from one person to another person. I'm sneaky. Now the word sneaky is when something is hard for other people to know it's there. It might be hard for someone to see or hear or feel or know that it's around. And germs, especially COVID-19, is very sneaky. You can't go to the library and pick up our books or see your friends right now. I could be in a lot of places. Do you see COVID-19 hiding? Look at that, right between the books. So what can you do? You can play indoors with your family right now. Have you ever had a picnic in your living room? You can go outside right now. Have you ever counted your steps while you're on a hike? The word hike is a long walk, usually in nature, outdoors, in the wilderness, maybe through some trees, through a forest. Oh, for that one, for hike, you can put your two little fingers like this and pretend you're going for a long walk. You can make beautiful art right now. Have you ever hung up your art on your bedroom wall? The best news is we will be together again. It might be tomorrow. It might be the day after tomorrow. It might be next week. It might be next month. I will go away, and then you, your family, and your friends can all be together again. And that's the story by Jane Hansen called Together Again. What did the author talk about in this story? Yes, the author talked about all the different things COVID-19 has kept us from being able to do. And maybe you're able to do some of those now, but you might not be able to, or maybe you can remember when you couldn't do some of those things. What did the author say we might not be able to do? See grandparents, play on a playground, go to the library. Yeah, there were a lot of things that she mentioned. But what did the author say we could do? Yeah, we could go on a picnic in our house. We could play with our family. We could go for a hike and count our steps. We could even make art and maybe hang it on our bedroom wall. There are still lots of things we can do, even if COVID-19 isn't allowing us to do some of our favorite things. I want you to think in your head, what's one of your favorite things you can do right now? I can't wait to hear what it is.